Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning and Happy New Year. We were walking north on 5th Avenue in Playa del Carmen, and we're all the way up here. This is 88th Street right here, and this is actually the entrance to Playa 88. In the last video, we were at Playa 72, so I'm going to show you guys this beach. Bright and early. Yesterday, this place was packed. I mean, New Year's Day, there was definitely no way I was going to be able to do any filming. So I pushed it back till today. But it's for the best, the lighting, the sun. I mean, it's calm today. It doesn't seem like it's too windy, so let's go for it. So the last beach that I showed you guys, Playa 72 or Playa 72, was more of a volleyball, meditation, singles vibe. And Playa 88's in between 72 and Punta Esmeralda. So we're going to cover this beach all the way out to that point that I showed, that I pointed to at the end of the last video. That's Punta Esmeralda, and that's where the next video will start. But this beach today is interesting. It's got a cenote actually basically on the beach. There's a cenote. For those of you who don't know, well, Google it. I mean, Google knows. Cenote, C-E-N-O-T-E. Pretty interesting to have access to really nice, calm waters in this little bay here, and also have access to a cenote in the same place. So basically you have like a quarter-mile walk from 5th Avenue, if that, about a quarter of a mile walk from 5th Avenue to the actual sand. And this is a public beach, it's free to enter. But the facilities are really nice. They actually have showers right there. So for 5 pesos, you can shower all the sand off when you're done. They have really clean restrooms that are maintained by some of the public employees here who are super friendly. And the showers run until 5 p.m. So if you leave after 5 and you want to stay till sunset, well, you're not going to get a shower. And here we are. I'm gonna kick off the flops, of course. Really nice way to start the morning. I just got up. I didn't even have coffee. Just said, you know what? I'm rolling out to the beach. Get some sun, film this video. So that's Punta Esmeralda right there. Ooh, that sand feels soft today. In the last video, we were down at that beach and we walked almost to that point down there. We stopped down there somewhere. So yeah, these little palapas are free. If you get here early enough, you can claim one of those for the whole day. It's really nice by about midday to have that shade. Here they mention some of the wildlife and fauna. There are bull sharks, but they're quite a ways out, and the bull sharks aren't actually the ones you have to worry about. You can't really see the coloration of the water at this time of day, but the sharks, you have to go out to where it gets like deep dark blue if you're gonna see any sharks. So that's really not a concern here. Also, there's lifeguards on duty. Typically there's a lifeguard tower right there, so it's a pretty safe beach. You've got these little swimming areas for the kids, especially, and there it's shallow enough that you can pretty much stand up if you need to. But the bull sharks, like I said, the bull sharks aren't really the ones you need to worry about. There's actually tiger sharks as well. And those are the ones that get a little bit aggressive and want to just taste everything. And but once again, they're not out that they're, you know, about a mile out toward Cozumel when the water gets deeper. So quite a ways beyond that point and out is where you would actually start seeing sharks if you're on a boat out to Cozumel or something, or out fishing. So this beach is just about a half a mile long, maybe a little bit longer. And then you get to what's known as Punta Esmeralda. And there's actually a separate entrance from 5th Avenue to get to that beach. You have to go down to about 108th, 110th on 5th Avenue, and then you can access Punta Esmeralda directly. But my thinking is that if you're trying to get out there, you're actually better off coming out the entrance to Playa 88. It's a lot shorter of a walk on you know, that type of walkway, and then you get to spend more time on the beach. That's just, I've really only used that Punta Esmeralda entrance one time, and I didn't care for it. You're back in the trees, in the jungle, in the mangroves, you know, walking through that instead of like when you could be on the beach instead. And so there's mosquitoes and stuff back there. The only thing I will say is there's quite a bit of wildlife. There's some birds, some pretty cool species of birds to be seen back there, so it's worth doing at least once. Fun fact, so we spoke about sharks earlier, and they're pretty much harmless unless you go way out there. But those coconuts right here, a lot of these palms are cocoa palms. Fallen coconuts actually kill more people per year than shark attacks. So keep that in mind. I've seen people sleeping directly under those cocoa palms, and I'm not gonna wake them up and be like, hey, you should move. I mean, that's their choice. But if one of those coconuts falls from that height and hits you right on the noggin, you're probably going to at least get a concussion, if not worse. So sleep in between two cocoa palms, not right underneath a cocoa palm. So this area down here is more family, you know, kids. And part of the reason is that this little bay right here, this little cove, is very calm. Like the water, just the waves don't get as big as they do down that way. And so you will see more families, more kids. And then also another reason for that is this little river here. There's a river and a cenote. And that river's really shallow, really a safe place for kids to play. Just perfect morning though. I think after I film this, I'm just gonna set my stuff down and jump in that water for a little bit. Probably the best way to start the day is just with a good swim on a hot, calm morning. So we have a fisherman out there. I think actually, technically, you're not supposed to fish at this beach. Also, this is a smoke-free beach, so you'll still see the occasional person lighting up a cigarette or something else, but for the most part, this is a smoke-free beach, and you can actually catch a pretty big fine if you're caught smoking here. So that's a nice change from some of the other beaches in the center where you're just breathing cigarette smoke all day. So here we have another lifeguard tower, and this little river here is actually the entrance to a cenote. So I'll go show you guys that real quick. So some more of these free palapas. These usually fill up pretty early in the day, so if you're wanting to be lucky and get one of these, you gotta get here at no later than about 10 o'clock on a weekday or 9 on a weekend. And here we have a cenote. So this is very sulfurous water that comes from the ground, comes from underground. It's also kind of like serves as the kiddie pool. It would be pretty hard to drown in 2 feet of water, although I guess people do it. Yeah, so pretty cool area back here. I haven't really gone. Yeah, some interesting birds right there, that yellow one. What's up, buddy? I don't think he speaks English. Yeah, nice little oasis. Nice little oasis here. There's this reserve here. This is actually a nature reserve. Apparently there's like 1,900 species of flora and fauna in this area, and including the surrounding waters. Certain types of turtles, fish, sharks, butterflies, you name it. So we're gonna cross here one more time. couple of swings here, the Punta Esmeralda sign. So technically we're already getting to Punta Esmeraldas. This is basically, at this cenote is where Punta Esmeraldas begins. So I will wrap this video up. It's already getting a little bit long, 15-16 minutes. And in the next video, we'll continue from right about here and go around this point. This is now Punta Esmeraldas, and one of my favorite spots to hang out just around this point. So definitely check out the next video. Hope you guys found this content interesting, useful in some way. If so, drop a like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Rope Monster out.